Hello Year Ones and welcome back to your phonics lesson. It's lesson 17 and I'm excited. I hope you're as excited and raring to go as I am. Let's have a really quick revisit of your homework from last week. But after that, we're going to have a little play with the split digraph A. Your homework last week was to read each of these words. First word, g8. Write the word g8. Remembering to add the split digraph E to make the long A sound. G8, like that. Ape. And then loop that back to help you remember that we have that split digraph and then makes the at sound a long A sound, ape. Good job. How did you go with that? If you've still got that homework, it would be really lovely if you could find it and at the end of this lesson, maybe have another little read through it. In the meantime though, how did you go with your illustration? So here was our sentence. My friend, the green snake, ate a cupcake in the cave. How did you go drawing that? Have you got a friend who's a green snake? I have, but fortunately only in my imagination. Here's my picture. One of my friends did this one for me. It's just beautiful. So here's our sentence. My friend, the green snake, ate a cupcake in the cave. So we've drawn a lovely cave and here's our green snake eating a cupcake. Yummo! I hope your picture is as beautiful as this one. Make sure you show someone at home and read them the sentence because that's a great sentence. So we're going to have a little play with something a bit different today. This is something we haven't done before. Can you remember back to our very first lessons and we played a game where I would say some words like hat and we'd listen to the sounds. At. And because it was a short little a, we had to crouch down and make ourselves little. And then if I said a word like cave, let's listen to the at sound, the a sound in that. Ave. We get the long A sound. And if you heard the long A sound, you had to stand up nice and tall. Can you remember that? Well, that is how we're going to practice looking at the split digraph A words. So here we have a word. Let's sound this word out together. At. What word? Hat. So you'd be crouching down if you were making the at sound. But if I add a magic E and make a split digraph, I get a new word. Eight. Eight. Now it's a long sound. Can you hear that? So you could stretch up. Let's have a look at our next word. At. That. Eight. Mate. Let's write that one. Eight. There we go. Let's look at our next one. First of all, we look at the word nap. I have a little nap. And if we add the magic E, ape. Remember, that's the nape of your neck. Let's write that word down. Ape. Good job. Scrap. I have some scrap paper. But now look. Scrape. Scrape. A whole new word. Let's add the E on the end. Scrape. Say that with me. Scrape. Good job. Next word. What word? Mad. Let's add our magic E. What word? Made. You got it. And one more. We'll save the rest for later. Pal. I've got a pal who comes to visit my house. But if I add the magic E and we make that little A into a big strong A, ale. Pale. My cup of tea was too pale. I added too much milk. How did you go with those words? Fantastic work, and we'll practice more of those later. But it's time now for us to do some phonemic awareness. So how about we stand up, we switch our listening ears on. We're going to have a listen for the final sounds in some words, and then we're going to delete them. We're going to take them away and see what the word is we have left. So let's have a listen. If our first word is belt, say belt with me. Belt. Without the t. Bell. Let's try that one again together. The word is belt. Belt. Without t. Bell. Good job. Our next word is seen. Seen. Without n. See. Our next word is and. And. Without d. An. Our next word is card. Card. Without d. Car. Our next word is self. Self. Without f. Sell. And finally, fork. Fork. Without k. For. Great job. Let's have a look at some definitions from our previous lessons. So the first definition we're revisiting is a homophone. So a homophone is two or more words that sound the same but have different meanings. So for example, we had the words see and see, both with different spellings for that long E sound. I'd like you to say these definitions with me. So the first one is a digraph. A digraph is two letters together that represent a single sound. Can you say that with me? A digraph is two letters together that represent a single sound. Good job. And can you remember what a trigraph is? I'll give you a hint. Think of three. That's right. Good job. A trigraph is three letters together that represent a single sound. Can we say that together? A trigraph is three letters together that represent a single sound. And we're going to have a look at our trigraph in just a minute. The last definition, this is our new one. A split digraph, remember split, we pull them apart, is two vowels split by a consonant to make a long vowel sound. Say that with me. A split digraph is two vowels split by a consonant to make a long vowel sound. Good job. We'll keep practicing that. Let's have a quick practice now at some of the digraphs we've been studying. First of all, double O, book, o. Double O, moon, oo. EA, eat, e. Y, happy, e. Double E, feet, e. OU, house, ow. OW, cow, ow. W, blow, O. Y, cry, I. IGH, light, I. So this is our trigraph that I just mentioned. Finally, from our last lesson, our split digraph, because we pop a consonant in the middle. A, consonant E, cake, A. Good job. Let's have a quick practice at some words that are tricky to sound out. Are we ready? Your, you, one, have, come, some, was, there, here, what. And our word from our last lesson, friend. Friend is our irregular word from last lesson. So remember, The part we have to learn by heart is we spell the e sound I-E in friend. Time now for us to review some digraphs with some words to read. Let's have a look together. G, l, o or ow? Glow, glow, glow. G, l, o, glow. Can you say that with me? Glow. It, might, might. Good job. Shh. Is that a two-syllable word? So we know that the Y on the end makes the long I sound. Sh-I, shy. Let's read this row together. Glow, might, shy. Glow, might, shy. Let's look at our next row. G, oh, look. A, Z, graze, graze. Good job. K, I, cry. St. Oh, look again, our split digraph again. Stale, stale, stale. The bread was stale. Let's read that row again. Graze, cry, stale, graze, cry, stale. Great reading. Our last row. Sh, a, what word? Shame, shame. Look at this. If we covered up the E on the end, now it's just a short little A, sham, like shampoo. But now with the bossy E, we get the long shame. Good work. Let's go on to the next one. G, O or ow, growl, grow. Grow. It's grow. I grow tall. G, O. And the last one. B, it. Bright. Bright. Right. We got it right. Let's read the row together. Shame, grow, bright. Again, shame, grow, bright. Good job. I want you to see if you can find a word in this row, and this is what happens to bread. If we leave it for too many days and don't eat it and it goes all hard and yucky, we could say the bread has gone. Did you find stale? I gave it away a bit before, didn't I? But that's okay. That's okay. How about sometimes at night when it gets dark and I go for a walk, I have a look in the sky and I'll find one star that's super, super shame, grow, bright, super, super bright. Excellent reading. Well done. And it's time now for us to move to a new split digraph. And I know that's going to be pretty exciting. Today, we're learning another way to spell the long I sound. And this time, it's a split digraph. I, consonant E, bike, says I. Can you say that with me? I, consonant E, bike, I. One more time. I, consonant E, bike, I. Good job. Let's stand up and do some skywriting. You ready? Standing up. 2 fingers ready? Let's go. We're going to do it like this, so you copy me. I, consonant E, says I. I, consonant E, says I. One more. I, consonant E, says I. Great job. Now, while we're standing up, it's time for some kung fu blending. And we're going to practice some words that have the split digraph I in them. So the first word is bike. Bike. Ike. Bike. Next word is shine. 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 Next word is sunshine. Sunshine. Shine. Sunshine. Tide. 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 Great work, you guys. Very, very good. Now, we're going to have a look at some words to read. While I'm getting my page up, I need you to go and find something to write with and something to write on, and I'll see you back here in a minute. So let's make a pause face. You ready? Good job. Everyone back? You've got your pencil and your paper ready? We'll put up our sheet and let's have a look at some split digraph I words. Ike, bike. That's our keyword, isn't it? Good job. File. I file my nails. Good job. Bite. Bite. Ike. File. Bite. Let's read it again together more quickly. Bike, file, bite. Great work. Nine. Say it with me. 9. Eyes, size. Good job. Keep saying them with me. Slime. What word? Slime. Good job. Let's read them together. 9, size, slime. 9, size, slime. Great job. Ripe, ripe. Wife. Time. Good job. Ripe, wife, time, ripe, wife, time. Good job. I'd like you to find a word. This is some yucky green stuff. So if you go for a walk to a stagnant creek, there might be some tadpoles, there might be some frogs, there might even be ducks. But sometimes there's something in the water and when you touch it, it's all ugh. Let's have a look in this row. 9, size, slime. Did you think of the word slime? Good job if you did. Give yourselves a pat on the back. I'm thinking of one more word in here. Whenever I eat bananas, I have to wait until they're really nice and soft and yellow, until they are super... Did you get this word? Super ripe. I really like ripe bananas. They're quite delicious. Okay, fantastic work. It's time now for us to focus on another irregular word. So this is another word that's a little bit tricky to spell. Oops. We're going to have a look at the word about. Can you say the word about with me? About. About. Good job. Let's say the sounds in about. Out. About. Out. Good job. Let's have a look at them up here on our board. So the first sound in about, say it with me, about. It is about 1 o'clock. About. It's a weird sound, isn't it? How do you spell I don't know. Let's leave that one for now. But let's listen to the rest of the sounds. About. Out. We know how to spell b sound, don't we? So we'll leave that one. B. Ow. Ow. It's not at the end of a word. So it's the same ow as we have in house. O-U. O-U. And about. About. Good job. About. Good job. The way we spell the first sound in about is with an A. Now, the strange sound that we hear when we say the word about, that weird sound, that's called a schwa, and we will learn more about the schwa later. Do you want to say it with me though? It's a really cool word. Schwa. Watch my mouth when I say it. Schwa. Can you say it? Schwa. Good job. The schwa is that short little syllable that we don't hear very clearly. Listen again. About. The main emphasis on the word is on the second part, isn't it? About. That's the bit that you can hear more clearly. So this is the bit that we need to learn by heart. About. So as you're writing it, you could think to yourselves, about. But let's have a go at writing that word together. So say it with me first. About. About. Let's sound it out. Out. Good job. With your pen and paper or your pencil and paper, I want you to write A-B-O-U-T spells about. Can we do that one more time together? A-B-O-U-T spells about. A-bout. Okay, fantastic job. Really well done. Let's have a look at a fluency passage together. And I've got a bit excited and I've already found a couple of our split digraphs. So here we have likes, slide. And I can also see our irregular word for the week, about. Okay, let's read together. He likes to slide. He likes to slide about in a, here's another one, pile. He likes to slide about in a pile of mud. Ugh. Would be fun though. Let's read that sentence together. He likes to slide about in a pile of mud. Now, let's reading it as if we were reading a book. I'm thinking of my dog when I read this sentence. He likes to slide about in a pile of mud. Can you read it like that with me, like we're reading a book? Are you ready? He likes to slide about in a pile of mud. How'd you go? One more time. He likes to slide about in a pile of mud. Fantastic work. So let's remember our split digraph. I, consonant E, bike, I. Let's write it in the air together. Fingers ready? I, consonant E, says I in bike. One more. I, consonant E, says I in bike. Great job. I'm going to leave you with a little bit of homework. It's a bit different this week. I'm not going to make you draw a picture. I would like you to do some dot dash diving. So I'd like you to read the word bike. I'd like you to write it, Ike. And I'd like you to dive the split digraph for me. I'd like you to do that for all of these words. Then, what I'd like you to do is have a look at these words. Let's have a quick look at the first one together. Slid. I slid over on a gunky, slimy leaf. Slid. What happens to the word slid if we add an E on the end? Let's have a look. Slide. So what I'd like you to do is add an E to each of these 5 words, and you can tell me tomorrow what the new words are that you find. So have fun for the rest of the day. I'll see you later, alligator.